recorded quite a lot of data while I was cycling over the summer. Not for any particular reason, I just like data in a very pure and geeky sort of way. If you look at the channels that I subscribe to on YouTube, there is a few bikers and hikers and outdoorsy types in there, but mostly it's engineering, science and maths. One of the few regrets in my life is that I didn't realise how cool maths was when I had the chance to study it. I did it to GCSE level and I got a C and I didn't care. But now I'm a crazy wild rock and roll adult. I can do what the hell I want and I quite enjoy sitting down with some data, drawing a graph, that kind of thing. Now, I think it's important to try and describe the world with philosophy and art and a childlike sense of wonder, but I think it's equally as important and often equally as beautiful to describe the world with functions and statistics and a childlike sense of wonder. So this video might be of interest only to a very few, possibly only to me. It's basically just going to be a little rundown of the numbers and statistics behind my summer ride, and I will also be announcing the winner of the great How Many Oats Did Jethro Eat While Cycling sweepstake. But you will have to wait till the end for that little bombshell. Ooh, exciting. I was away from home for 107 days. Of that 107 days, I spent 33 hanging out with various mates along the way, and the rest was on my own and travelling. I did 80 bike rides, 5 hikes, and 1 very short canoe trip. I cycled a total of 4,577 kilometres, or depending on your preference for units, 2,844 miles, 2,689,469 smoots, or 0.015 light seconds. This compares to 11.4% of the distance around the Earth's equator, or 68.8% of the length of the Nile, which is the Earth's longest river, although apparently that fact is disputed because rivers are tricky. My daily average, or my ride average, was 57 kilometres, or 36 miles, which is not particularly far. In total, I climbed 38.2 kilometres, which is 4.3 Mount Everests, or 9.5% of the way to the International Space Station, which is quite cool. And bear in mind as well that the climbing was very unevenly distributed. I did almost none of it in Denmark, and then I did 55% of it in Norway, where I had an average daily climb of 840 metres, which is a fair old climb when you've got big bags on, so I'm quite pleased with that. The other thing that I kept a record of was what I ate during the times when I was on my own and cycling. In total, whilst I was away, I ate 1 cheese and onion pasty, 1 fried English breakfast, 1 amazing 3-course Italian dinner, 1 bottle of wine, 1 capsalon, which is a Dutch thing with chips and mince and cheese. It's really nice, check them out. 1 burrito, 1 beef burger, 1 packet of crisps, 1 halloumi burger, 1 veggie burger, 1 very packed supermarket salad box, 1 packet of fruity Mentos, 1 portion of nachos with cheese and reindeer mince, 2 portions of English chips, 2 portions of chicken curry, 2 fizzy drinks, 2 portions of stinging nettles that I foraged from the hedge, 3 fish and chips with mushy peas, 3 hot dogs, 3 lemons, 3 pancakes with jam, 4 tinned meals, 4 portions of fries, 5 pizzas and an additional slice, 6 ice cream, 6 packs of noodles, 7 full, massive, all-you-can-eat buffets that I absolutely smashed, 8 packs of biscuits, 10 single servings of jam, 11 sausages, 12 vegetable stock cubes, 12 apples, 13 pre-made sandwiches, 17 bread rolls, 18 pouches of pre-cooked rice, 24 beers, 25 pears, 30 wild plums, although I was foraging those as I went and I kind of lost count, 30 tins of fish, 31 loaves of bread, mostly those little cubes of Danish rugbrød, they're really dense, hard, black stuff. 34 peaches, 40 peppers, 41 pastries, 62 bars, fruit, cereal, nut, that kind of thing, 67 bananas, 90 spring onions, 120 grams of dried spices, 120 grams of bamboo shoots, 176 grams of pate, 1,000 grams of strawberries, 1,100 grams of coffee, 1.7 kilograms of couscous, 1,826 grams of sandwich meat in the form of salamis and that kind of thing, 2,195 grams of lentils, 3,010 grams of peanut butter, 4,070 grams of nuts, and for the picky ones in the audience, that also includes seeds, drupes, legumes, and all those other things that we all just know as nuts. 4,995 grams of cheese, 5,000 grams of beans, mostly in the form of pre-cooked kidney beans, 5,330 grams of dried fruit. That is pretty much everything. I think I got it quite spot on. And in all, the trip cost me just under £3,000, I think, which quite nicely works out at about £1 a mile. Although I don't think that's a correlation, I think that's just luck. I could have done it a lot cheaper. There were times when I stayed in campsites when I could easily have wild camped, and there were times I could have eaten cheaper than I did, but you know, I don't think that's bad. It's cheaper than living at home in many ways. But I know you're all thinking, hang on a minute, you missed an item off that food list. And yes, I did. I missed off the oats, because I'm sure you've all been waiting with bated breath for months now to hear the results of the great cycle touring How Many Oats Did Jethro Eat on His Trip sweepstake. And I can reveal the truth right now. In the time I was away, I ate a disgustingly grand total of 14,250 grams of oats, which is just ridiculous. And so the winner of the sweepstake, I am excited to announce, is Jedi Cat 94, who guessed 15 kilograms. So well done, Jedi Cat 94, for that. Now, I had said at the time that unless this channel monetized, the prize would be just a shout out in the video. But I think we live in a world that needs charity. So I'm going to pretend that the channel monetized, and I am going to give 50 quid to the charity of Jedi Cat 94's choice. So there you go. Something good came out of this whole trip. And that's that done now. I'm back home. I'm going back to work in 4 or 5 days. And I just have to start planning the next one, I suppose. Who knows where I'll go.